Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. As me as Bitter Shadow. Sorry. Today we're going to be talking about the Children of God cult. If you have not seen my last video, remember to check it out, links in the description. Please like and subscribe and follow me on everything. And let's get to today's video. Today's episode 2 of horror cults, which I haven't done one to this series in a while, but I'm trying to start it, so yeah. Roll the intro. Alright. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is an old cult way back in the 60s. So, a lot of y'all might not know about it. I didn't know about it until a few years ago, but I'm going to talk about it because I want to. Now, this cult was incredibly, dark actually. Not as dark as Heaven Gates, but pretty dark. So, I'm going to read you something. So, yeah. I'm going to read this, and we're going to get to do it. I will also put a couple pictures up here and here and here of some of the pictures I can find about this. So, intentionally called Teens for Christ, Children of God was founded in 1968 by a rogue preacher, David Berg, in Hudson Beach, California. I hope I said that right. Attracting young runaways and hippies. Berg preached a kind of worship that combined the ways of Jesus Christ with the free love movement of the 60s. Group living zealous, I don't know what that is, posts, whatever, and isolation. Communities were all pillared of Children of God, church members, who amounted to 15,000 people across the world. At its peak, didn't work, and children didn't go to school, and COG, and lived separately from their parents. Now, I don't know what, I did not pronounce that wrong, COG, COG. Okay? In the late 1970s, COG became, oh, okay, now I know what that is. Anyway, COG became notorious for sexual practices that one of Berg's own daughters later described as religious prostitution. Berg coined the term flirty fishing, a sexual practice in which women would allegedly have sex with men who brought them into the cult. Berg promoted and encouraged the sexualization of children within the Children of God community, and Berg manipulated the COG family with his sadistic practices. Members started leaving the community, including families of actors Jonah Phoenix, and Rose McGowan. I don't know. Let me restart that. Jonah Quinn Phoenix and Rose McGowan. Who both grew up in Children of God communities. This cult is fucked up. So essentially this cult would bring in people, separate the kids from the families, nobody worked or went to school, and whoever would bring you into the cult, that man you would have to have sex with. And don't worry, you guys, it's just cleanse practicing, because nothing says cleanse like orgies. I don't know if you've ever seen orgies online. It is not clean whatsoever, neither spiritually nor physically. But some people believe this. Luckily for us, that church, that practice was gone a long time ago. But the mystery and the memories of that time live on. They always live on. It's never going away. And that's the sad part. this guy was crazy. And I do mean crazy. Okay? I don't know why a lot of people believe this, but from what I understand, it was a different time back then, you know, and I don't know exactly why people say, oh, that's just a different time, people believe pretty much anything. And my question is, do they still do that? I know people who believe anything. Hell, I've pranked my girlfriend several times. She'll believe anything, which is kind of fun, but there are a lot of people out there who still will believe in anything. You can tell them that Taco Bell is the cure for cancer, and a lot of people won't believe it, but you'll find a couple people who will believe it. So, the big question is, why? Why did these people decide, hey, we're going to brainwash these people, and we're going to be like, hey, join our cult. We have a wonderful community, and we would never ever hurt anyone. Well, we all know now that was a damn lie. I also heard that the Children of God, the leader, he preached about an apocalyptic event, and because of that, everyone freaked out. Okay, crazy spreads fast. When you have a religious cult, almost every single one says something about apocalyptic event. The stories are different, but they always say, hey, the world's going to end this way. Better kill yourself. Or, the world's ending this way, and we better save ourselves by doing this, this, or that. It's like, why do people believe this? You know what I should do? I should totally start a cult, but unlike these cults, it's not going to be sacrificing anyone or anything and tricking people to having orgies. No. This cult is kind of not a real cult. I want to start one that's like a troll to them. Like, hey, we have a new cult. It's called the Taco Bell cult. We sit around, eat Taco Bell, and watch TV. Join. And that's going to be my troll to every single cult out there. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that I'm just telling y'all now that the saddest, scariest part of a cult, anyone can have it. Anyone. Your neighbor, your aunt, anyone. I've seen stories where there are families who are normal, and then like, they have a family member who's in a cult and they don't know it, and then like blah blah blah, and then they ended up getting killed. Because when you're in a cult and something goes wrong, the cult's not going to care if they're your family or not. They're going to tell you to kill them, and that's the end of it. And of course, then you're screwed, both physically, legally, and spiritually. But just don't. Alright? And I know I'm rambling, but I had to say it, what I needed to say. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I know it wasn't long, and it was a little rambly, but I am trying to prove a point. No one knows why this cult started, or why. Also, the bus, I know this isn't really a big detail, but the bus looks like it's definitely for hippies. I know that's not really a big deal, but still. I know a couple hippies. My girlfriend is like a goth and a hippie, goth and a metalhead and a hippie all together, so, yeah. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, follow me and everything, links in the description of my last video. Enjoy episode 3 will be coming soon. Bye.